So I recently bought this Audi S3 from a subscriber of the channel, and it is an absolutely lovely car. We got it prepped, we put it up for sale, and it's sold straight away. A few weeks after selling the car, the customer's contacted us to say that she's not happy with the car, there's an issue with it. It's smoking, there's something not quite right with the engine, and she'd like a full refund. She then took it to a local garage here in Milton Keynes, and they've concluded that there's a major engine fault with this car. Understandably, the customer's fuming about this. She's brought the car back. We've said, listen, take a refund, it's absolutely fine. The car is now back in my possession, so what I would like to do, I'd like to get it back to that specialist that's luckily here in Milton Keynes, get a bit more details from them about why or how they've concluded that it needs piston rings, and then from there, I want to take it to my mechanic, who is an amazing VW Audi specialist, Will at VRS in Northampton, and get his conclusion to what he feels is the issue with our Audi S3.
Yeah.
So
another problem.
Another problem. we love a problem. I say we love a problem. We do. Problems are always interesting because one, you learn from them, and two, they make good videos, don't they?
It's good content.
I think, in fairness, like to that situation with that car, the car's done 100,000 miles, which we try to avoid. And as we've grown over the years, like back in the day, we was keen to just buy high mileage cars. They're great value.
Yeah.
But as you grow and you learn that these cars, as they age, as they do more miles, they become more problematic, then, you know, we're trying to avoid buying them, didn't we?
Yeah.
But that car is a nice car.
It's a really nice car. I think, in general, avoiding high mileage sports cars, if you can, especially ones that aren't tuned, if you want a safe bet, something that's not going to be risky and cause you loads of ag, then they're the things you need to avoid. And we generally don't do that. we do more now recently, but we haven't done the past 10 years. If it's the right price and we like the car, we'll buy it. And generally speaking, we love sports cars, don't we?
Yeah. And even sometimes trying to buy a specky car like that car with the colour, the spec that it's got, it's a hard car to replace. The budget, retails just less than £15,000.
Yeah.
You can't get a car like that that's ticking all them boxes. It's a facelift as well, so it's got the virtual cockpit and stuff like that as well. But it's a lovely car, isn't it?
It's a proper nice car,
So the way we grew up, we'd always, and it's never going to leave our heads, you look at that as good value.
Yeah.
Like on the road, that's a lovely car. But it's had this issue. So the customer's bought it, I'm guessing for the same reasons. She's on a bit of a budget, she's seen that car, thought, do you know what, I want that car. She's bought it. How long did she have it for? 5 weeks?
I think, 5-6 weeks roughly, about that. She's done, I think, about 1,200, 1,300 miles in it.
Within 30 days, we have the right to repair. They also have the right to just give an automatic refund, yeah? After 30 days, they lose their right to reject.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So we have given her a full refund.
Yeah.
Minus a bit of travelling that she's done, a few miles that she's done. But we still want to get to the bottom of what the actual problem is.
Yeah.
What did she say to you the problem is with the car?
She said it smokes, so blue smoke coming out the back.
Yeah.
And it's losing coolant.
Okay.
So two issues.
Yeah.
The coolant, obviously, we don't know about. We're just taking her word for it at the moment. Mm-hmm. And then that's when she had another garage look at it, and we also had a garage look at it as well.
Of course.
Yeah. So she had a garage look at it in Milton Keynes. Mm-hmm. They're supposed to be an Audi specialist. We've never used them before. We've heard of them. They've got good reputation locally, good reviews and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. They've said it's piston rings. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they've had the car in pieces. I don't know how they've concluded that. I don't know if they've just looked at a bit of blue smoke coming out the back and said that's the reason why.
Yeah.
But that's what they've concluded. They said it needs thousands of pounds spent on it. I don't know how much that, £3,000, £4,000, £5,000 spent on it.
Yeah.
So we got a second opinion from our garage down the road. Mm-hmm. They're not a specialist. They're very experienced. They said there's nothing wrong with it. They couldn't find any faults whatsoever. She's then got it back, said no, still not happy with it. It's still got the same problem. I want to get it looked at again by a different garage. That garage I don't know the name of, but she said that they said the same things what the first garage said.
Okay, so this third garage, we've got no knowledge on who they are whatsoever. It's just apparently gone to another garage and they've backed up what garage number one have said.
Apparently they're an Audi specialist and apparently they're based in Leighton Buzzard. That's all we know about them. The first garage are also an Audi specialist based in Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
But all of it has been from her. She's told us that information, and yeah, we still haven't concluded it.
We haven't concluded it.
We don't know for definite. She might be wrong, she might be right, the garage might be wrong, someone might have messed up.
We might have been sold a dodgy car. Like it might have had an issue and we didn't notice about when we first bought it.
Yeah, it could have an issue from day one. And we still don't know.
We still don't know. And we was all out for a meal as a family the other sorry, at the weekend, and we was talking about this situation, and I thought, you know, we need to do a video about this, because this is interesting.
It's cool, yeah.
But at the end of the day, we've got to get the car right, and which we will do anyway. So that process is going to happen behind the scenes regardless. May as well film it, get the car right, get a story out of it, and at the end of it, we're going to have this nice bit of stock, and hopefully a really positive video.
Yeah, and then we can resell this car, and yeah, go again.
This time have
better car.
Yeah, better car and happier customer more than anything.
Yeah, and a happy customer. Yeah. Yeah, we don't want no unhappy customers, definitely.
Nah.
Before we head to VRS to get Will's opinion, there's a couple of things that I want to do first. One of which is I want to go and take the car to garage number 1 and have a chat with them about how they've concluded that this car potentially needs an engine rebuild, because that is quite an accusation.
So we're going to head over to that garage now to see what they're saying about what their conclusion was. But before we do that, I want to have another look over it myself, this time being more mindful of what the issues were originally. So the car is cold, by the way. So I've just accidentally popped the boot. Close that. So we'll start it shortly. I just want to have a look under the bonnet at the coolant, because if it had a coolant leak, it's been sat here a few days now, and the coolant is still sitting up nice and high. So it's all good. That's all good. May as well look underneath. But in fact, there's nothing leaked on that floor whatsoever. It's been sat here for a couple of days over the weekend. There's nothing on that floor. But I was going to say, in fairness, a coolant leak might only come when the car's warm. So as much as cold, it's not leaking. When it's warm, it might well do. Smoke coming out the exhaust. I just want to have another look at that. Let's quickly get to the exhaust. Quick. Just show everyone the exhaust quick, Kamar. Obviously, again, the car is cold, yeah? So when it gets warm, it might get worse. Usually, in the event that piston rings are gone, I say this like I'm an expert about cars with failed piston rings, but as it gets warmer, I think they swell, seals the cylinder better, therefore there's less smoke when it gets warm. So it should smoke more when cold if it needs new piston rings. No lights on the dash. I haven't plugged into it deliberately because we'll do all that at VRS, yeah? So I've not yet plugged into this car, which most people think that's crazy. To me, I just want to keep it all as fresh as possible. That's ticking over nicely now, everything's fine. Like I say, no lights, no engine management light. Revving up as it should. But if it had failed piston rings, then it would still respond, you know, okay anyway. So none of what I've mentioned really is enough to conclude what the issue is. So I haven't driven it yet. We're going to do that right now. See how it drives, yeah? En route to this garage in Milton Keynes. You know, this would make a good Planet Dreams car. Tempted to get it all done and give away on Planet Dreams.
By the way, if you do want to win an S3, we're giving away this lovely facelift Stage 2 Plus Audi S3 this coming Sunday on Planet Dreams, and entries are just 3p each. I'll be doing the live draw myself on the Planet Dreams Instagram. Get your entries via the link below, and good luck.
But we'll see. We'll see. I think Binko are going to want it back as a bit of stock. It's got heated seats, virtual cockpit.
To be fair though, we did take that on S3, innit?
Yeah, I know, we keep doing that. Like, oh, that'd be a good Planet Dreams car. And they're like, yeah, but it's a good bit of stock. Yeah, but it always ends up being a bit of a battle. S-tronic gearbox as well. I've driven so many of these cars, so I'll definitely know a good one from a bad one. So far, it's driving all right. I've not yet put my foot down though. If it does drive all right down the A5 now, then I'll be thinking straight away, I just don't know if we should have given a refund on this car. Let's get on the open straight and see what it drives like. It's warmed up now as well, which is good. This one's just sitting in our lane. Keep left and let's overtake it. You're not currently overtaking, so I would recommend, that's it. Obviously I'm looking out for smoke out the rear window. The funny thing is, I just remembered, it was actually me that bought this car from the customers who are, I think I mentioned earlier, subscribers to the channel. They came to us. One of them, I think they were boyfriend and girlfriend. The guy, the girl owned the car. The guy ironically, this is completely irrelevant, used to own the yellow R8 that we just give away on Planet Dreams, one that was back at the unit. So he was the previous owner of that car, which is just mad, small world. But yeah, this car is pulling well. I'm keeping a strong eye on that back window, just make sure there's no excessive amounts of smoke. Piston rings is a serious thing, but I'm pretty sure these engines are sort of semi-forged. I don't know which parts of the engine are forged. I might be completely wrong. We can have a chat with Will at VRS about that later in the video, but they're pretty good engines. They're very good engines. You think my Golf R, we had that running at close to 600 brake horsepower. I daily drove that car. It was a stock engine. Everything else, it was external parts that made that engine produce that power. It wasn't the engine itself. And it was fine. It was reliable. So they can really tolerate a beating. So far, I'm really pleased with how this car's driving. And I am super curious to know what this garage is saying. Because I might go there and they might say, no, I've never seen that car before. They might say, yeah, we told her it needs 99 RON fuel in it. You just don't know. You don't know. So let's go see what they're saying.
So we pulled up to the garage and I wandered in and I asked if anyone was familiar with this grey Audi S3 that I've got parked outside. A couple of the guys said no, but then a guy come over who I believe to be the owner of the garage, and he said, yes, I remember that car, and we proceeded to have a nice long discussion about when it came to his garage.
So, we've just pulled up the road. We've just been to see the garage, and they seem pretty sound, to be fair. That Ferrari's love. Look at that, 2 Ferraris.
Oh, that's Ventura.
You're pointing at the sky, Emma. Is it Ventura?
Yeah, I saw him.
That's mad. Nice. So, yeah, they seem pretty sound. The issue I kind of have, we have it a lot where we'll sell a car, a mechanic, the customer will have an issue, they'll take it to a garage and the garage will be like, oh no, it needs a new engine, it's ruined, they've sold you a dodgy motor. It happens so often. If there's any other car dealers out there, you should be able to vouch for that. This garage, they seem sound. He said, oh, you're the guy that bought the car? I said, yeah. I said, do you recognise the car? To start with, they were like, I don't really recognise it, don't know. I was like, look, I bought the car, sold it to a customer, she's not happy. I want to know what you've concluded is wrong with this car. He said, we haven't actually properly looked at that car. We've just had a brief look at it. We've done no tests on it. She said it's smoking a lot and there's a water leak. And we've just told her, based on those 2 symptoms, it could be internal engine problems, i.e. piston rings, engine rebuild. So therefore, we don't do this type of work here. We try to stick to sort of more basic stuff. We used to do engine rebuilds, but it's not something that we do because it's headaches. So we just advise her to go elsewhere with it. That is basically it. And I said, did you not plug into it? Did you not do any like checks, like pressure tests or anything like that? He said, no, we didn't do anything. So the inspection, in my opinion, is not really a valid inspection, which our mistake is, as a dealership, we should have had a proper inspection done in this car before we honoured a full refund. My next step, of course, is getting a proper inspection done. And like I keep saying, the only place in my eyes that's worthy of inspecting this car correctly is VRS in Northampton. So let's go see Will. So back on the road again. I just wanted to jump back on camera because something the guy said was, what engine's in that anyway? And I said, it's a 2-litre TFSI. Put them in all sorts of cars, Golf R's and stuff. He's like, yeah, they're not a very good engine. But I know they are, because obviously we deal with a lot of them. But I'm guessing that they're not a VW Audi specialist there. So in fairness, he's just judged that based on what I don't know. But he also said, the thing is, like, people mess around with these cars, they tune them and stuff, and then it puts the turbo at full, or more likely to go wrong. The engine's more likely to go wrong. And he's right. Well, you know, when you tune a car, it does make it higher risk, or more likely, or increase the potential of it going wrong. And I feel like he's kind of looked at it like it's a, you know, that type of car, therefore it's probably been abused, and you know, it's definitely got an engine fault and a turbo fault, and he's just ruled it out. But in fairness to him, because he doesn't do these types of jobs, then I get it. He probably doesn't, he's not interested in the job. It's not a problem at all. But the thing is, when someone says to someone else, oh, that car could need a new engine, it could cost thousands of pounds, that's not something, that's like a serious accusation. That's something serious. That's not something that should be taken lightheartedly, or even something that will be taken lightheartedly. I just said to Amar off camera, Amar, if someone told you today your car needs a new engine and it's going to cost you £3,000,
I'd faint.
you'd be gutted. You'd be like, oh my God, this is awful. And we're getting faced with this news, with this car, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gutted. One, because I've let this customer down, but two, I've also got this £3,000 bill coming my way. I'm devastated. So if you are a mechanic, before you make that assumption and accuse a car of needing or potentially needing a new engine, maybe do your checks first. And in fairness, again, I'm defending the guy. He didn't do his checks. He didn't, delve any deeper than a visual look and a bit of a conversation with the customer. That conversation perhaps shouldn't have been taken too seriously, but yeah, it has been, and we're in the situation we're in. Either way, the turbo, I can't even remember if it's tuned, this car. I don't think it is tuned, but it might well be. The turbo's boosting well. There is, without a doubt, no smoke coming out the back. It's driving absolutely perfect. The only thing that's irritating me with this car is the wind deflectors. They're noisy. They're annoying. I don't know if it's just this one. Is your one noisy as well?
Yeah.
They're irritating. I know, I get it. People love them, but the first thing I'd be doing is, if this was my own car, I'd be pulling them off. But that aside, mechanically, I'm impressed.
So from my little drive in the car, I'm convinced that there is no excessive smoke coming out the back end of the S3. But now the car's warm, I want to just triple check that there's no coolant leaks coming from the engine bay.
That hasn't moved at all. There's nothing dripping under here whatsoever. So even when warm, we have no smoke, no coolant leak.
So this really is one big mystery. I mentioned earlier that there was a couple of things that I wanted to do before taking the car to VRS. One of them, of course, was going to see that local garage, which we've done. And the other one is something that I think could be a really good way to go, and that is getting a random independent inspection company to give an unbiased opinion and give a full report on their conclusion.
I'm just going to call it a random one. There's one here. See if they can come out, look at the car, and give us like a formal report of some kind on what they feel the problem is.
Hello, vehicle inspections, can I help?
Hello mate, I'm calling from a car dealership. We're in Milton Keynes. I see you guys are up in Scotland, yeah?
Yeah, I'm based in sunny Scotland.
I like that. Do you guys cover the whole of the UK then? How do you work?
We will cover the whole of the world if you pay me.
Really? That's good to know.
How can I help?
So I've got an Audi S3. We've given a full customers bought it off us. She said there's a problem with it. We've just given her a full refund. We've never used a vehicle inspection company like yourselves before. Well, I just want to know how you work, see what you charge, and if you can come out, inspect the car, and give me your opinion on even if you feel there's anything wrong with this car, because I don't think there is anything wrong with it.
We can do it. We cover in Milton Keynes about twice a week, and we charge £195.
Okay, and so what do you do? So I tell you what the complaint is, and then you just visually look at the car. How deep?
No, depending. Well, what happens is if you've got a complaint, we'll come assess it. You'll road test it if necessary. If the owner says you're having brake problems, we'll road test it. If the owner says we've got overheating problems, we'll check for overheating. If the owner says that it's got bodywork damage, we'll test for bodywork damage.
So you just focus on
bodywork damage. We do a general walk-around inspection.
Yeah.
Just checking generally, just to make sure that the car's not a dog.
Yeah.
And we will then focus on the vehicle owner's concerns.
Then you follow up with like a report after you've done the inspection, yeah?
We will give you a written report within 10 days.
Excellent. All right, can I book you in, please?
I'll send you a booking form out right now to sales at Binker, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. All right, that's brilliant. Thank you very much. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Bye-bye. That's pretty straightforward. His accent was very strong. I did struggle to understand some of the words, but we got there, and he's going to send over a booking form. We'll get it booked in, get him out. I say him, get one of his inspectors out, and just see what they conclude. Because although I claim to be an expert, I'm the car dealer, yeah? Let's get one of these guys out and see what they conclude. And then after that, we'll probably get the car to VRS, because if they do find something wrong, we've got to get it fixed.
So I actually went away on a little family holiday, and we're a couple of weeks down the line now. And whilst I was away, we had that inspection done at Binker. We then had the car shipped over to VRS in Northampton, where they also had a really good look over it themselves. And I can confirm that an issue has been found with the car.
The inspection's really good. So this is a third-party company. I found them online, Googled them. They do nationwide inspections. I might put their brand in the video. I don't know. They don't know who we are. I might blur out the brand. They've done a real good detailed inspection. They've then got the customer's feedback. That's all on here as well. Why they're inspecting the car.
Yep.
And then they've showed their conclusion. They've even got a few photos of the car at the site at Binker as well when they've done the inspection, right? Basically, then we get to the conclusion, what they found wrong with the car. And in a nutshell, Will,
Yep.
they've found nothing wrong with it. I say that, they found a problem. We'll talk
Okay.
about that problem shortly. But overall,
With the
they found
issues
nothing wrong.
that the complaint from the customer,
So the complaint from the customer,
0. Wow.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, that was a waste of time, wasn't it?
So no blue smoke was detected, and no oil burning, no excessive fumes, no coolant loss, and there's no evidence of contamination in the coolant bottle or oil cap.
You look at the car,
It's lovely.
it's actually mint, isn't it?
It is a nice car.
So what's the mileage on the car? It's about 100, isn't it?
It's close to 100,000
Close to
miles.
100.
So when we give a refund for the car, and I heard the mileage was close to 100,000, I thought, well, maybe we're silly for retailing a
It's
100,000
not like,
mile
when
car.
they've started, it's not like condensation in the back box, because they do that on these, because the back box is like quite big. And if it's condensation, like, so when you start the car, and if you do short journeys in it, you get a build-up of like water in the exhaust, which is the condensation. You know, like you get on your windows in your house, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
And when you start them, sometimes, obviously cars when they start, they can smell fuel, even with cats on, but on cold start, especially if it's winter, and it's been cold. I mean, I wonder if it's just that, and then they've just presumed it was, and then someone's told them, oh, it will be a head gasket or something stupid, and they've said that it's got a coolant leak, but it hasn't. Because
Yeah.
if they haven't found a coolant leak, it kind of makes sense.
But the issue is they've gone to this garage local to us, and the
Right.
garage have said they think, look, if it's got those symptoms, could need a new engine, and them engines are rubbish, so
They're
just
rubbish.
steer clear of it.
Right, okay,
So
yeah.
that's basically what they've said.
So
We know
they
they're
put the
great engines.
frighteners on the
customer.
the owner.
So is it the garage that have influenced it? Is the customer?
Well, they've just
an issue?
given their opinion, haven't they?
They've given
Maybe innocently, maybe not.
But it turns out they didn't actually do a full-on inspection on the car. They just said, look, if it's one of them and it's got problems, we don't really want to deal with it.
Right,
And if worst case, it could need a new engine. And of course, it then comes back to the
Customers
dealer.
shit their pants and wanted the money
Of
back.
course. And I'm only doing this because I don't care about me or my dealership. I'm doing this because broadly, across the country, dealers are getting this all the time. And the dealer always looks like the one who's the criminal all the time.
We get loads of phone calls.
You do,
mate.
I know
Just
you do.
Inundated with stuff with people. They'd buy a car and then they don't want to take responsibility for it a few months down the line. They want to back the car. You know, they make a lot of people, like, we get them in the front, they'll come in and they're standing there saying, yeah, no, I can do this. And I'm thinking, oh, I don't think you can actually.
No.
I don't say anything because I don't get involved in it, but people kind of make up their own rights sometimes.
Yeah.
And then they'll threaten people with, oh, we'll give you this feedback and that. It's kind of like, you've got to take responsibility for your own stuff once you bought it. In a way,
Yeah, of
I
course
get
you
it.
do.
If someone's stitched you up with a car, fine, but that, you know, I'm guessing you didn't. It's a nice car.
It's a lovely car. It is a nice car. I just said to them when I was away, get the inspection done, see what the conclusion is of the inspection. Whether it's good or bad or whatever,
Yeah.
I still want to get the car to VRS
Yeah.
to get it looked at. And if there is anything, even you know the common problems with
Probably
these cars.
needs like a PCV on it or something stupid like that. You know, it's like,
But it probably does because of the age of the car. And again, we're back to wear
they
and
need
tear
them at
stuff.
50 or 60,000. They're not even expensive. For someone to just presume it needs an engine and not like look at, like, remove the PCV. Like, they have little flaps in them and you can blow and suck in them and try and you work out whether it's working or not, things like that.
Yeah,
But to do no work on it and just do that to a customer, it's not really
it's not reasonable.
not really, no.
My conclusion is,
Do you know the customer that's giving you that back?
yeah,
They're actually missing out because that's actually, I'm looking at that car, that's a really nice car.
it is a
And
nice
I'm guessing
car.
they didn't pay a lot of money for it.
I can't actually remember the price of it. I'll put it on screen now, but it wouldn't have been a lot of money.
But I mean, that colour, and you know, it's actually, and look around the car, it's actually really nice.
It's a nice spec car as well, really nice spec.
So they've probably backed a car, then they'll probably go and buy another one that's a pile of crap that they don't realise and have loads of problems with it.
I don't know.
I mean, like,
I don't know what their next sort of.
Well, the brakes are brand new. It's got Michelin tyres on it. The brakes on the back are like literally nearly brand new. I mean, it's got no scratches on it. It's a nice, it's
crazy.
It's got tinted backs. I mean, that's actually, yeah.
So
they must have really put the frighteners on her for her to back it.
Maybe, or maybe it was the customer that just didn't want it, and I don't know.
Maybe they were too embarrassed to say they couldn't afford it. You know, some people
There's
do that.
so many factors.
Yeah.
But the point is,
you shouldn't have to take that car back.
The dealership shouldn't have to take responsibility for that.
No, I get
and
that.
like us, obviously the car's been sat around for the last couple of weeks since we've given a refund. You know, the car, we've had to unwind the deal.
It's going to devalue.
Costs. Yeah, depreciation probably not a big factor with this.
No, but it's going to be something,
yeah,
isn't it? Potentially.
It's got another owner on the logbook now, I would assume, because we would have added another owner.
Yeah, see, it's going to have another owner.
Again, that affects negatively the value of the car. It's just a absolutely pointless exercise. But from my point of view, I've learned that as a dealership going forward, we've actually got an issue with a car at the minute. We've got this same third-party inspection company to go and do an inspection on the customer's car, and we're going to let them conclude what the issues are.
Do it first. Before you offer the money back. You've done that with that car and had this conclusion. Mm-hmm. You know, is it costly to get the inspection?
I was going to say, so £200 an inspection.
Is that it?
Yeah. But if you're doing a few a month, it does add up even.
Yeah, but if you're getting a third-party opinion, that's got to be the right way to go for 200 quid.
Yeah.
Because then you can say genuinely, you can then be genuine with the customer and say, okay, have the inspection done. The conclusion is this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, fair enough. The car, something wrong with the car, I'll deal with it. Or actually, the inspection says there's nothing wrong with the car.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's not really down to us to fix it, or not fix it, but it's not down to us to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair then.
Yeah.
You're not just, bullying someone into keeping a car, then, are you?
Nah.
Not that you would, but you know what I mean?
No, you're right. It's factual.
Yeah, it's factual.
And if it went to court, which does happen, we've seen it a lot, in the past. Take us to court, it's absolutely fine, but we've got this third-party inspection now that says this car has no faults, this mileage, this date, and at the point of that inspection. So
it's wrong because it does have a fault.
Oh no! Oh, sorry, it does. They did find a problem.
Yeah.
What was the problem they found?
Just an exhaust flap on the back. Okay. So it's got a fault code for an exhaust flap, which will be either the flap motor, mm-hmm. or sometimes because it's at the back of the car where all the water and crap goes. Sometimes if it's been unplugged and plugged back in and the little seal's not quite right, they get green pins. So there's 3 pins for a flap, and if one of them's not working, then the ECU will pick up that is a short circuit or something like that. We do a lot of RS6s are really bad for it, to be fair.
Okay.
And people unplug them, mm-hmm. so they stay open, so it's louder. That's why RS6s are worse. People do it.
People want to do that. Yeah.
So that's an easy fix.
Sound. So that's the only problem they found.
Yeah. So,
but at the same time,
actually, no, they did write on there that when he revved it, it popped back. But I think
he actually said backfire on the inspection.
Yeah, but then when you look again, that'll be because they've got like a standard crackle thing on there. When you rev it, they will. You're not gonna pop and bang, but they have, like the standard car has that because it's an S3. Mm-hmm. So again, that might be a little bit of. Not naive, but he might not realise that. Yeah, but he's just putting what he found. So, and he's probably putting that. I think he's probably putting that down to the exhaust flap, mm-hmm. and not realising that it could have been in race sport mode or dynamic mode. You don't know, do you? So
cool.
So there's nothing wrong with that. What we'll do, we'll have a look at the flap for you.
I just wanted to get it here.
We'll fix the flap.
At Binco when I was away. Let's get the inspection done. Make sure it's all good. It is all good. Let's get it to VRS.
Yeah.
We'll have a proper look over it before we sell it again. And I know you know all the common problems with these cars, like maintenance problems. It's done 100,000 miles. Let's get anything done that you think needs doing on this car, and then we'll get it back up.
We'll check the service history for the Haldex and the Is it manual DSG?
It's S-tronic, yeah.
S-tronic. So we'll check it all because normally when we do that, you're just like, just do it. So, but what we'll do is we'll check it because if it's had it done, if it's not due yet, it's standard car. Mm-hmm. So it's like 38 or 40k on the box every 3 years on the Haldex. So if it needs that, then you can do it and say it's been done. and we'll put a PCV on it. If it's had it done, it doesn't need doing, then does it?
Nah, then it'll be ready to go again.
Yeah, exactly.
And it'll make a good car for someone.
It will actually.
We'll get it up sale and get it sold. I'm happy. You know, we've learnt a lesson ourselves as a dealership.
You can't just bend
give
over
refunds.
No,
we can't. We're not doing it. That's not happening.
How long from the point of the phone call to the inspection? Is there a long waiting time?
So the inspection company did take a bit of time to get out. So they're based in Scotland. So I'm guessing they have drivers all over the country that go
So they
out.
just like when you're
And when I spoke to them, there was a bit of a process getting it booked in. We've since spoke to another company, and I've put their brand on screen now, that are subscribers of the channel. I say that someone that works there is a subscriber to the channel. They're also a nationwide company.
Yeah.
And going forward, we're going to be using that company. Can't remember the name of them, but that's who we're going to be using going forward. So the other company, a little bit of a delay getting out, took a bit of time.
You need someone that's sort of more local, that's obviously still third party, but you need someone that's going to come out quick, because if it's 2 weeks, then you're going to have somebody ringing every day moaning. So you need that quick inspection.
We need like 48 hours preferably, just get out, get
especially
it
if it's at a garage and then they're moaning because the car's there, then they want storage because they've been awkward. You know, it just causes an issue, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So I think for now I'm going to leave it with you.
Yep.
Have a little look over it. Anything you think it needs doing, we'll get it done.
I'm not being funny, but you can't expect it to be like a 20,000 mile car.
No.
Otherwise, you should have bought a 20,000 mile car. And I'm sort of me being a dick. That's a genuine thing. You know, if I buy a 100,000 mile car and get in it, and I drive down the road and it's got like a little noise from a damper or something, I'm like, well, you know, I expect that. I don't expect it to be mint unless the guy said everything's brand new on the car. You know, so. Sometimes you're better off buying like a 150,000 mile car in a way,
because everything's been done.
It's already been done.
It's all been done.
So it's then a 20k car.
Any problems?
If the body's mint, you know, it's no different.
I think that's a good theory.
After filming this video, Will pulled the car back into the workshop just to do some final checks before it went back to Binker. He concluded that the car might benefit from a new oil separator, which when at fault can cause a car to smoke. So he done an oil separator, a breather pipe, a full set of spark plugs, oil filter, of course a sump plug, and everything else is related to doing a service. The total cost was £600, and we got the car back to Binker and put it back up for sale. This whole situation was one very nice, valuable lesson for me. Don't just give a refund, and make sure you get a third party inspection done before you make any decisions. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favour and hit like, hit subscribe if you're new. Car Vertical link below, use code CCD when you do a Car Vertical check to get 20% off. And just quickly before you go, this new iPhone update that's gone live recently, what the bloody hell have they done?